It's very difficult to do anything when the country is in the situation in which it is right now. And I have been observing what has been going on in the country since morning. Like many of us who are interested in what's happening in the country. And quite frankly, it's very painful and very unfortunate to see what is going on in the country, because I don't think there's someone around who thinks we should be living like this every day. And our young people getting out expressing themselves, and the level of violence that we have seen, the level of destruction in the country is unbearable. And we cannot pretend that there are no issues. And this has nothing to do with politics. Whatever side of the political divide you belong to, these issues need to be addressed. I keep asking this question: how many lives are we going to lose before we start listening and reasoning with each other? Because what is being asked here really is attention, and then to ensure that we work in an inclusive manner to address the challenges that we face. And we cannot pretend that the challenges don't exist, and then we live as if those who are raising questions, or those who are on the streets, like our young active Kenyans, are just doing it for any other reasons except trying to address the real issues that they deal with on a day-to-day basis. So for me and many of us, really, it's a very, very sad day and very painful. If we were a little more open and more focused in addressing some of these issues, we should not have gotten here this year. Because when this happened last year, there are promises that were made that were never fulfilled. Personally, I've been thinking, actually, and maybe I'll speak about this some more when I get out and start having conversations with people. We needed an open public inquiry on some of these things and on all things that are being raised. We cannot go on like this, because the question you ask yourself every day is, how many more lives are we going to lose before we start listening and reasoning with each other? I believe that there must come a time in the life of our country when nothing matters but the country. These questions I've asked about inclusion, the questions I've asked about what needs to be done in employment, how to handle education, because most of these frustrations, it's true, as some parent was telling me, some of our children are genuinely traumatized. If you have been in university for 2 years or 3 years, you cannot do an exam because you don't have money and so on. What do we expect them to do? It is painful and hurting. To be frank with you, sometimes you hope that in life you don't have to face a situation where you have to address these kinds of things. To look at like those mothers and those parents and all those who have lost their young ones in circumstances such as this. It is very sad, very disheartening. But look, let's not lose hope, because when all is said and done, let's get together, because it's for this reason precisely that we should all cross ranks in an intergenerational manner, come together and find solutions to fix these challenges. And we will fix them. These are not insurmountable problems. These are things we can deal with. I get very sad really when I see even the language that is being used in circumstances such as this. People are raising issues. What we have seen in the course of the last few days, the language even from the leaders is shocking. How do you even address your citizens in the kind of manner that some of our leaders have been speaking? Yet actually you're addressing people who are raising challenges, very basic, straightforward issues and challenges that you need to solve and deal with as a leader. Why can't we even be decent and talk to each other in a responsible manner? The country and really the world now needs warriors of progress, warriors of development, not warriors who carry pangas and rungus. They need warriors of progress, warriors of development, warriors of togetherness, who are going to build unity and create greatness out of our nation.